Get back to work. Don't look at me like that. So now I'm gonna start playing around with the exhaust. Have a 4-inch system on it and have a little bit something cool at the end of it, I reckon. Change it up a little bit to what everyone else does. So yeah, pretty keen to get it done. So I've started my exhaust. As you can see, got the dump there, got a V-band, and it goes to a 4-inch right about there. I wanted to go 4-inch the whole way, but it doesn't look like, I would have fit it, but was it really worth the drama of trying to fit it? Not really. So just gonna stick with a 3-inch dump, but I made it go to a 4-inch, as soon as possible, which is right there. Bit of a pain in the ass to get it in there. There's not much room to play around with. That's why I put a V-band there, just to make it a bit simpler. It's still a pain in the ass to get on, but it's all about clearance. Got to have clearance for everything. But so far so good. I've got clearance everywhere, so I'm doing pretty well. Just pretty well got to go all the way back under the cab now. It's pretty straightforward. It's actually a lot easier going straight under the cab with this Allison compared to the TD box. Don't know why, but it seems to be a lot clearer and straight, so that'll make things easier. And I'm thinking when I get past the cab, I'm actually going to roll the car forward from here, put it up about there. I'll probably get it as far away as possible, and I'm going to take the tray off and then sit that down and just work on it without a tray, make the exhaust without a tray. So that'll make things easier for me, I reckon. So that'll be good. Okay, so I got the dump and the section of pipe after it ready to weld up. It's all tacked together. I've tacked some mounts on. I took the motor out to do that. Just makes it a bit more easy access to put mounts in. I can make them solid mounts from all here to about here. Then I've got a flex joint to go in after it. So that's all good. So I took the motor out for that. I found a massive design flaw is once you weld the chassis posts in, you can't take the motor out without taking the sump off. So I'm gonna try and do everything I can with minimizing, take the motor in and out. Annoying, so it is what it is. But now I've done that, that's why I've done it. I've taken it out, the motor out, so I can fully weld these up, and then I can put the motor back in. And now they're fully welded up, I can do the rest of the exhaust and not have to worry about taking these on and off, because this section of pipe's actually relatively hard to pull on and off by yourself. It's doable, but there's a lot of swear words in carrying on, and I can't be bothered dealing with that. So I'd rather take the motor out, do it once, put it all in, and then I can just get stuck into doing the rest of the exhaust, and we'll see what the outcome is. But one thing I want to suggest to people is the importance of these ply cuts. It's already helped me out heaps. Just doing little bends here and there helps out heaps. I thought to myself when I was going to do this exhaust, I was like, I should get some ply cuts. My mate Nino hooked me up. He goes, I'll make some for you, save the time. And it has saved me heaps of time. He's been making them while I've been working on this, and they are fantastic to do. I've even used some over here. Get that ready so I can kick it out a little bit. So you're not using a whole bend, which is good, and you don't have they just work out heaps better. Yeah, it's more welding involved, but doesn't matter. I'm very happy with ply cuts. I reckon they're well worth it. So yeah, get into them. Got the dump pipe section and the pipe section after it all bolted up, ready to go. Got the tray off, you can see. So this is going to make things heaps easier to make the rear section of the exhaust. Instead of climbing under a car, I can sort of stand in it. I'm going to put the tail shaft in so I know where it's going to sit so I don't hit it. And yeah, you'd like to see what I've got installed for it. Should be good. Hopefully it works out what I've got planned. Okay, I'm pretty well up to the part where I need to get it down to there and split it off each side. I've got a bend here, I've got a 60-degree bend that I'm going to use to shoot it down, be nice and sharp, and sort of get it away from the diff as much as I can. Made the exhaust hanger in there, I just need to tack it onto the muffler. Such a shame I'm putting all that effort into it, just over engineering, but doesn't matter, should be right. And then yeah, sort of principle about it, got to cut them down the guts like that and then join them together. Well, that's the plan. So I've got the mounts all tacked on. Now to take them off and fully weld them, and then that part's done, and then we can get into the dreadfully fun part of going over the diff and around the fuel tank. I've got my two 90s here that I'm going to use. Going to cut them down like that, and then we're going to join them together, weld them together, make a Y piece or T-piece, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the technical term. We're going to join them together. Anyways, got this here, going over the diff. I think I'm going to have to put an extension, like a bit in there, so I can get it as close as I can to that cross member there, so it's in a better location. We'll wait and see. I'll make this Y piece and put it in and see where it sits first before I start changing things. But yeah, go with that. So yeah, let the fun begin. So I've got the two 90s, cut the tops off it. I did it with a drop down saw to get the bulk of it. Now I've just got to, it's going to be a lot of prep work to get them to marry it in properly, like such. The one on the top here, I've got to grind off a lot of the stuff on that mating edge just to get them to match up a bit more, but well, it's all part of it. So yeah, we'll get it done. Not too worried. I've got the basic shape of it, just need to make it the same. I'll get it done, no worries. Oh, there you go. It's all done. All done. Kept it looking factory, which is what I wanted. Comes out on this side as well. Not much room, but it clears. Clears absolutely everywhere. That's what I wanted. Even on the bias valve spring there. Clears that as well. Nice and solid, but still got plenty of room. Doesn't hit anywhere, which is good. That's what I wanted. Got a muffler section to go in over there. Everything bolts in. Done, dusted. Absolutely stoked with it. Very happy with it. I'm even happy with this little bracket I knocked up. Looks like the factory one on the other side. So that's what I wanted. I wanted to look factory. And I reckon I've nailed it. I'm very, very happy with it. Beats going over the fuel tank like what everyone else does. I reckon that looks pretty poxy. Not a fan. So yeah, all done. Very, very happy. Can't wait to hear it start up. It's going to sound absolutely awesome, I reckon. Cannot wait.